Ooh, what's up, guys? Welcome to Season 4, Episode 31 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me as always is Jmack Gaming.
Check that.
I was just going to say, I'll go check that out.
I think that was the TV doing the Netflix thing. I think. That scared the fuck out of me, brother.
Me too. It was that.
I thought we were getting robbed. I thought we were getting robbed, brother. Let's get into it, Chad. We got a bet. Should we restart?
People aren't going to rob us. They don't want the smoke. No, we don't need to restart. We're good.
I'm dying. Chad, who are you?
I'm Chad.
All right, let's get into it.
Nice to meet you, Diane.
We got a big Monday Night Raw. It is a go-home for Monday Night Raw, Chad.
It is, yes.
It is a go-home. And I would love for you to go home.
I am home.
Question. Are you, though?
Last time I checked.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's get into it, Chad. Let's get into it. We got a big show tonight. We start off, right?
Yeah.
We're starting off with a brand new, never before seen. If we go to our booking screen, right? Okay, thanks, Gerald. If we go over here so you don't see stuff, so I can talk about this. Lito, I think, won that first match, by the way. First time ever in this save that we're running a tournament. We're doing a tournament, right?
Okay.
But we're doing it in a round robin format. The first ever of its kind, Chad.
That's fun.
If we go to, how do I look at it without showing people stuff? Just quickly go to tournaments. It's the Women's Invitational.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Every week on Monday Night Raw on the pre-show, all 10 of these fine, young, up-and-coming women wrestlers will be fighting each other, Chad.
Yeah.
Because it was, we were told live on social media, Instagram Live.
MySpace, 2002.
That China will be relinquishing the Women's Championship tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, wow.
So, Vince and the booking team quickly sprung into action and made this Women's Invitational. That'll be, for the next, it looks like 2.5 months. I don't know how long these go. I think until they all fight one another. I think that's the gimmick.
So what's it going to be? Like the one who has the best record overall? Or?
Will be the new women's champion or contender or something. It might. I didn't realize it would be taking this long, but we will figure out something. But as you can see right here, Tori Wilson beat Lita to start this.
Yeah.
All of this as well is going to be randomized, completely game. It's going to be game decided.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be game decided. I don't know who's going to come out of this champion right now.
Go, Jackie Gata.
Tori's got a good run right now. So let's just keep
last week too.
Let's keep going. As Chigusa Nagayo takes on Miko Satomura, and Satomura gets a win with a Death Valley driver. Good for her. She gets a big win. She gets a point. You get a point if you win, a 0 if you lost. It should be 2 for a win, 1 for a draw, but I don't think the game's ever going to decide a draw.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue with just 1 and 0.
Funny if there was a draw.
Oh my God, I don't know what I'd do. We move on. Mickey James taking on Cutie Suzuki, and Mickey gets the upset here and beating Cutie Suzuki with a Lowry DDT.
A Larry DT.
Because her last name's Larry.
I thought her last name was James.
Fair play. Akira Hokuto taking on Yuki Miyazaki, and Miyazaki gets the win with a submission. And our last match of the night, Kayoko Inoue taking on Jackie Gata, and Jackie Gata getting the win here, Chad.
That a girl, Jackie Gata.
So you can look right here.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Look at that. Everything is updated by the game, this is why I wanted to run it. Look, Tori Wilson, Satomura, James, Miyazaki, and Gata getting the early leads here, Chad. Who is your predicted? You want Jackie Gata?
I'm all team Jackie Gata.
God of Jackie.
It's Gata time, baby.
It's time.
It's Gata time.
I hate that. Let's continue with the show, Chad. The BMD, the Black McMahon Dynasty here, start off Monday Night Raw. Of course they do. Of course they do, Chad. We saw Kurt Angle get jumped by Psychosis and Mark Henry. Well, he didn't really get jumped. Kurt Angle ran to attack them, and they beat him down. Vince kind of threw him out with security. And tonight, Chad, Psychosis, he says, Look, you want to beat our ass so bad, but, you look at us. Not only is there me and Mark Henry, there's 2 of us. There's PJ. There's Shane. There's Steph. There's Vince. There's 6 of us. And 1 of you, Kurt. You might be the interim world heavyweight champion, but you are nothing to me. You are nothing.
Oh, that's my laptop. Here, I'll go silence it real quick.
I got ears, brother.
I doubt they can hear it, but still.
I know. Chad's laptop had a Discord notification, and it stopped I thought I was getting robbed again. Why'd you make that noise? You went, ah. Yeah, what happened?
Don't worry about it.
Did you come? Did you have a morgasm?
I'm sexy Shannon. Keep going.
So they said, you wanted to beat our ass so badly, Kurt. You just couldn't get it done. So we're going to give you the opportunity. We're nice fellas. We're a good, upstanding citizens of this great piss poor state of Virginia here tonight. No mercy 6 days away. How about we give you a shot here, Kurt? You go find a partner and you fight us. You fight me and my big friend Mark Henry. And you better give us an answer by the end of the night, because Kurt. And PJ steps in, he's like, Kurt, you better not spend too much time thinking about a partner or trying to find one, because you're in action tonight. And you take on the man that just literally called you out Psychosis. Tonight, Kurt Angle Psychosis.
Ooh.
And you better have a partner for No Mercy, Chad.
I wonder who his partner's going to be.
Who is it, Chad?
I don't know.
Well, we saw a news article from TNA, my developmental partner, saying Lance Ross and Johnny Curtis have been teamed up together. And if you look down there, they have absolutely zero chemistry as partners.
Nice.
So a good start for this team. I brought them up to take on Martin and Burton, and they suck. They're not good partners, and that's a disappointment, to be honest with you, Chad.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We'll see. Martin and Burton, they get a big win. They take on Kaishimoto and Jushin Liger at the pay-per-view 6 days from now. And, they grab a microphone and they tell Dynamo, who are backstage, they're my spring. They're very blessed and honored that their pay-per-view debut is against these 2 legends in the ring. And they're going to bring it to them in 6 days. Louisville, Kentucky, No Mercy. That's going to be interesting match right there.
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
It's going to be It's going to be a good test for these 2 young kids to see.
2 young bucks, maybe some would say?
No, they wouldn't say that. Why would they say that?
Because, it's an expression. Like, yo, you're a young buck.
Edge and Christian. Edge makes his... They're walking down the ring. Edge makes his in-ring debut. Not his debut. His return tonight next, Chad.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Who is he taking on?
I'm going to assume one of the Bashams.
No, he's taking on Joey Matthews, Chad.
Okay.
Why would he take on the Bashams?
What's one of them?
They're fighting at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, they can still fight one-on-one. In fact, it makes more sense. If they fight one-on-one.
Yeah, but
this makes sense too. This is fine.
It does, but I don't want to give Danny Basham a loss going into the pay-per-view.
That's fair.
I can give Joey Matthews one.
That's fair.
We move on. Horace Hogan. He cuts a promo on Chad.
What you gonna do, Chad?
And he says he's gonna make his dad proud. Hulk Hogan, this one's for you, brother. Look, it's Double H, brother. It's Horace Hogan.
Yeah.
Against you.
Against me.
No, maybe not you, but you. Who do you... I mean, we'll talk about it when we get to the pay-per-view, but we'll see how that match goes. Maybe he gets the job done, Horace Hogan? He's a good invert. I'm gonna move to the next pay-per-view before I lie to the people about how good Horace Hogan is. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say, Chad? What was I going to say? I'm having a brain fart. Oh, yeah, it's JBL saying, the lack of respect for the wrestling god. He's been made fun of by myself and by you behind the curtains.
He stinks.
He's behind, by the locker room. They're making fun of him. They're making him change out in the hallway, Chad.
Yeah. Making JBL change in the hallway. JBL just stands for just bad and lame.
Where's the A?
It's a silent.
J-ball?
It's a silent.
That doesn't mean it's... Silent's still there. It's just not pronounced.
Just barely.
It'd be invisible, not silent.
Yeah. It's silent and invisible.
So you still wouldn't say it then in the A.
That's why you're not.
Well, you still...
Anyway.
He's making pull my hair out, brother. China takes on Sean Davari. They got great chemistry. Let's go, brother. China beats Sean Davari in 10-13 or 30 with a power bomb. And like we announced earlier, China on Instagram Live, the hop in social media in 2002, said she is going to relinquish the women's championship and is about to give the championship to Sergeant Slaughter. And then out comes the returning Toshi Uematsu and slaps China and tells her, look, there's a budding women's division. There's a budding women's invitational. You're one of the... We all look up to you, China, physically and metaphorically. You can't go. You can't leave us. Because none of us have beaten you yet. You can't give us... You got to keep us... You got to stay here and give us the opportunity to beat you. And China looks at her and says, you're right. But you haven't yet. We fought twice, Uematsu. What are you doing out here? I need new competition. See, some of these men in the division can't even beat me. What makes you think you, someone who's never held gold, someone coming off injury, what... And then she just picks her up and power bombs her. She doesn't... No more words. No more words.
So does she end up relinquishing the belt?
As of right now, no.
Oh, all right.
We move on. Dean and Brian are backstage. They're in their wrestling mat in their locker room. That's how good these guys are to their craft. And they're trying to give Nick Gage some technical wrestling tips. Ooh. Dean's trying to give him some like holds. You put him in this hold. I'm the master of 1,004 holds. He says.
Yeah, he does say that.
He does say that. Oh, I have both of them. It doesn't matter anymore. And Nick Gage is like, I don't understand. He's like trying to color, but he's got a hammer instead of crayons. That's what it's kind of like. He's got his fork. And Dean just looks at him and he's like, Nick, just follow me to the ring and watch how a technical master works. And they go one-on-one right here. Not one-on-one. It's Dean and Teddy Hart, Chad. Nice. And Dean, of course, taps him out with a Texas cloverleaf. As he's tapping him out, he's like, Nick, look at this. And Brian Danielson's got a notepad and a pen and gives it to Nick Gage. And Nick Gage is trying to write it down, but only he draws a happy face is what he did. Nick Gage can't focus, Chad. He can't learn.
Damn. Well, if you don't learn, you don't improve.
You can't teach old dog new tricks, Chad.
True.
Giannis has 50 points right now, by the way, and they're losing. We move on. Kurt Angle is asked by Kevin Kelly backstage. Kurt, we're all wondering right now, coming up into not only the pay-per-view, but your match coming up tonight with Psychosis. Who is your partner? Who do you have in mind? And Angle says, I know who my partner is, but I won't kiss and tell, Kevin Kelly. You're going to have to find out with everyone. Are those gunshots?
That's what it sounded like.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. What the fuck's going on tonight, brother? Let's move on. Randy Orton and Mike Tyson. Orton backstage has to ask Tyson, whose side are you on, Mike? I've been blindsided. I just got to know moving forward that you're on my side. And Mike's like, Randy, he fucking suplexed me too, brother. If you think I'm on his side, you're out of your damn mind. Now let's go heal up. And let's go figure out how we're going to take down the monster. Move on. Our co-main event tonight, Scott Steiner defeats Kishi in 15-17 with a Frankensteiner. Yeah. Scott Steiner kind of doing his thing, brother.
Good.
Move on. Our main event tonight, Kurt Angle Psychosis here, Chad. Who do you got?
Oh, Kurt Angle.
Well, this match, I
don't like to root against Psychosis. But.
They have a banger of a match, Chad, but the match, comes Oh, Giannis missed both to tie the game up. Sorry. If anyone's watching this video, this is March 3rd, or February 3rd, 2023.
It's not March.
They got the Clippers and Bucks. Clippers were down by like 30 at one point, and now it's a 1-point game. Kurt Angle, this match, they have a banger. But this match kind of dissolves into some violence after the rest of the fellas from the Black McMahon dynasty come in, and it's a draw, a double DQ. Exceptional match, but the game doesn't like double DQs. They don't like draws. I knew what was going on with this, but it doesn't matter. Look, let's see how much. Oh, it doesn't say anything about the draw. Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Psychosis double, and then they keep pounding him. They keep beating him up, Chad, and then Kurt Angle's partner rushes out to save the day. Who is it?
I don't know.
Guess.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho comes down there and saves them, saves the day. That's Raw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a go home, baby.
That is a go home.
That's a go home.
Hey, at least your stars got hurt. Right? I mean, that's good
true.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it was made like this. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. No one really wrestled. Edge kind of made his return. Dean Malenko.
Was Triple H and Shawn Michaels?
Oh!
That would be a no. He was not. I was wondering when he was going to show up.
Fuck! I was too busy worried about the Women's Invitational to put Triple H and Shawn Morley. Well, there's going to be a news article on SmackDown about that. Fuck. We're going to have a Raw rewind on SmackDown. First time and one time only. Fuck me. We'll see you for Nitro.
And we are here with WCW Nitro, the go home for Bash at the Beach, Justin.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. Indeed it is. We are here in Los Angeles, California, and we
back to LA. You ran there already this month for Nitro.
We're back again. And here we are. We're just going to start the show.
I said I ran Nitro the pay-per-view there. Fuck it.
This match got a 61. It probably would have done better on the main card. Probably not by much, but it'll probably a little bit better. But Beth Phoenix defeated Medusa Miceli in 7-12 with a Beth Valley driver, and they've got great chemistry.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Why are you surprised by a 61? Sorry, I'm over here right now.
No, you're good. I just didn't expect it. Medusa had a 58. She didn't even. I was expecting Beth Phoenix to do better. Regardless, we've got another pre-show match. And Aguila defeated Prince Nana in 9:31 by submission.
You brought in Prince Nana?
I don't bring him in. I already had him.
Who the fuck did you bring in Nana?
I don't know, but he was on my roster. I got him. We start the show off. The Society is in the ring, and CM Punk is pretty much just giving the troops a pep talk. He's like, if you guys like being in the Society, if you like being in WCW, I highly recommend Devon Does Not Make It to Me. And do I make myself clear? And he's like, he's basically doing pep talk, but also threatening. And the Dudleys come out, and Bubba Ray Dudley actually challenges CM Punk to a match tonight. He says, since you like to fight for my brother, and my brother has to run through your family, I want to kick your ass tonight. And
just straightforward to it. I want to kick your
ass tonight. I'm going to fight you. And CM Punk accepts. So we get CM Punk versus Bubba Ray Dudley tonight. In the main event.
In the main event?
That's the main event. Now, Justin, remember, we had a Rob Van Dam and Shawn Michaels beat the clock.
Yes.
Both are wrestling in hardcore matches, and the winner, whoever gets the quickest victory, gets to pick the stipulation.
So let me guess. I saw Sabu, but is Tommy Dreamer in the other one?
Tommy Dreamer's not in the other one.
No fucking shot. Is it Taz?
It is not Taz.
Who the fuck else would it be?
You'll have to see. But in a good match, Shawn Michaels defeats Sabu in 8:22 with a flying elbow drop. Oh. So the time to beat is 8:22.
That's not that bad.
Not bad at all. And Jeremy Borash, who of course was last year's host of Tough Enough, he is back to host Tough Enough this year. Took him a little bit.
Kidman was doing his thing first.
Yeah, exactly. It took him a little bit, but he's back now, and he basically, he checks in with all of the Tough Enough rookies and basically just tells them, like, I hope you've been enjoying. Tough Enough. I hope you've been enjoying your time so far, but at the pay-per-view, it's going to be the Nitro rookies versus the Thunder rookies. And, after that, then there's going to be an elimination leg. So, be ready for that. And after that, we go to Mil Muertes versus Johnny Stamboli. Remember, Johnny Stamboli, his buddies, his friend Little Guido was beaten down, and we never saw him again. And we never saw Charles Wright either. And he wants to fight for his friends. So it was Mil Muertes versus Johnny Stamboli tonight.
Is
Charles
Wright okay?
He's been taken down. He's injured. He hasn't seen him. But about that terrible wrestling, and I was in the crowd heat. Mil Muertes defeated Johnny Stamboli in 11:33 with a La Patriota.
Get the fuck out of here, cat. Sorry,
After that, no, you're good. After that, we got the tail of the tape. Manami Toyota and Trish Stratus comparing their strengths, their weaknesses, their accolades. There's a thunderstorm rattling in the back.
This is unprofessional.
Yeah. Justin's just unpacking in the background, but that's fine. That's whatever.
I'm cold. I'm freezing. I needed some goddamn pants.
I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway. Yeah, tail of tape. It's just to hype up their big match. Manami Toyota, Trish Stratus. Two athletes who haven't had to do a lot of sneaky tactics. They've just been letting their in-ring work do the talking, and they're gonna go toe to toe at the pay-per-view.
That is gonna be an interesting one because I feel like there has been little to zero face-to-face interaction.
They had the one face-to-face.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Little to zero.
Yeah. It's intriguing.
So I don't really know. I'm not behind Toyota, and she hasn't given me a reason to be behind her.
For sure.
And that's not because she left me.
Yeah, no, for sure. We come back to Tony Schiavone. He is ringside. Actually, he's not ringside. He's back. He's in the ring, and he updates us on the condition of Bret Hart, who of course had to be escorted out of the ring last week due to the beatdown of Samoa Joe. And he says, Bret Hart, he will be at the pay-per-view, but he's not here tonight. He's at home. He is not medically cleared.
Is he going to be medically cleared for the
He will be medically. All things according to plan so far. He should be medically cleared for the pay-per-view. So thanks, Tony Schiavone. So while this was happening, I put Don West and Jeremy Borash in commentary just so I had commentaries. And color commentary gave the segment a boost, and the announcing quality lifted the segment. So that could be huge.
It could be, but I don't know.
I'm going to experiment with it a little. After that is happening, the Wild Boys, they are backstage, and they're training, they're working out, Chase Tatum says, listen, it's Bash at the Beach, it's at beaches, babes, and they're all working out, getting ready, and Chris Benoit shows up, and he sees these four, and Ken Anderson turns and goes, oh, Chris, if it isn't the guy who got the luckiest break in his life when Bret Hart got hurt, because listen, Chris Benoit, you beat Bret Hart once, but me and the Wild Boys were talking and we didn't think you could beat him a second time. So it looks like you lucked out. Kind of convenient if you ask me. And Chris Benoit, who is in no laughing mood, he's upset. He says, you know what? I had nothing to do with Bret getting hurt. All right. That's on Bret. But listen, I'm here tonight. And, I'm looking to fight. So how about this? How about one of you guys, since you guys are training, let's see if you put your train to the test. Let's see if you're more focused on being professional wrestlers than getting girls at Bash at the Beach. I will challenge. I'm going to put my U.S. championship on the line. And he looks over at Ken Anderson. And how about you, loudmouth? You want to shout at the champ?
Does Benoit just want to fight everybody?
Benoit just wants to go. He feels like he's got something to prove,
For what?
Fighting champion.
U.S. champ for fucking 15 months.
But they accept. We get Ken Anderson versus Chris Benoit for the U.S. championship tonight.
Now, how did we decide Ken Anderson here?
Well, correct. Ken Anderson was the one who was talking most of the shit, so Benoit picked for him. Yeah. And we get Rob Van Dam and his opponent, handpicked by Shawn Michaels, Bam Bam Bigelow. Here's the thing. Rob Van Dam was about to finish off Bam Bam Bigelow in less than 8 minutes, but Shawn Michaels ended up super kicking the referee and taking him out. And by the time the ref came to, Rob Van Dam still won the match because he's not going to not win, but Shawn Michaels technically wins on the time limit qualifications.
In a technical term, if you're doing a beat the clock, that would have been a time limit draw.
Oh, well.
Is what you should have booked.
Oh.
Because in real life, if that was happening, if you don't beat the clock, matches ends.
Oh, well.
They don't finish it.
Well, regardless, this one did finish, but no, I hear what you're saying. So then after the match, Rob Van Dam and Shawn Michaels.
If I was RVD, I would have just fucking, that's it? Okay, I'm going to go.
I would have left. All right, I'm going to go beat up Shawn now. Shawn Michaels, he says, you know what kind of match we're going to have at Bash at the Beach? We're going to have ourselves a ladder match. Shawn Michaels, Rob Van Dam in a ladder match. It's huge.
Okay.
Our co-main event, Justin, we've got.
I would have felt
awful if he got hurt.
No, I would have felt some glee.
If he would have got hurt.
I would have felt some glee in my body. Like, finally.
That's always a worry, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're professional wrestlers. Just let them wrestle. Let's hope the game's nice to you. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not.
Very nice to you in terms of injuries.
Yes, as far as injuries, it's flipped the other way.
The other way.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming around.
It is coming around to you.
Issues.
You've had a really good luck with. Although you just have a no nonsense policy. Like
that's why.
Yeah.
People are afraid.
True.
You come in here with a cigarette, I'll fire.
And about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Chris Benoit
been popped 5 times in a year and a half, and he said, "Okay,
rehab time."
Finally, rehab.
Chris Benoit defeats Ken Anderson in 1553 with a Dragon Suplex and makes defense number 30 of the WCW United States Heavyweight title.
Well, meanwhile, I got Sean Stasiak beating up fucking police officers.
Shaquille O'Neal is shown on post game at the Lakers doing a press conference with the NBA press.
Post game.
He just got done playing a game.
Goddamn July, Chad. There ain't no playing in the NBA in July.
He's doing a celebrity basketball tournament in the summer, and he's sitting there talking. He's doing an interview, and while he's there, he's interrupted. The Big Show comes to his turf, Justin, and they get in an altercation. And security, they had to call them a police because these two behemoths would not be separated. But they went face to face. They went to blows. I keep forgetting it's July and basketball's not happening.
Yeah, you got the biggest NBA star in the biggest time. Well, you better start running it. Run that in December. And fucking Shaq's going to be mid-fucking-year.
And our main event tonight, CM Punk versus Bubba Ray Dudley. And then about that great wrestling and good heat, CM Punk defeats Bubba Ray Dudley in 1935 with an arm triangle choke. However, after the match, Devon Dudley is able to run in, and Justin, he hits he power bombs CM Punk through a table and stands tall.
The table? Where the fuck is the table?
He brought one in. Bubba said, Devon, get the tables. Devon came out with it.
Punk won. How did Bubba get up?
Well, Bubba was CM Punk wouldn't let go of the hold, you see, and so Devon ran in and threw himself and started punching. There was a fight, and then Bubba comes back too, and then says, "Devon, get the tables," and then they put him through a table.
Hey, Punk's mates are bad. Then if
none of them came out, and out of 90. Not a 90.
Yep.
So, probably won't be the best show of the week, but it was the best show on Monday.
No, because SmackDown's got Taker and Goldberg tonight.
True. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be very, very good. Justin, I got to ask, and I'm asking honestly, and you can say no, but I took it upon myself to be more creative and do better stories this time around, and I think I've done it.
It should just be
well, you know what I'm saying. I took the criticism to heart, and I built from it. So,
you're doing fine.
And I think we're putting together a good little show.
It's better than Raw, I think. Do I think that was better than Raw? I missed my main storyline. Yeah, Nitro's probably better than Raw this week. I missed the fucking Triple H Shawn more than me.
You did.
I'm pissed off about that.
You did, but it's okay. That's okay. I mean, I have definitely forgot to book things on go homes before, so it happens to the best of us. But anyway, we will see you for SmackDown and Thunder. See what I did there, Justin? I kept it going, so we hit 12 minutes. And we are here at Thunder, the go home for Great American Bash.
At,
I don't really know where we are because the Saturday show booked, so I don't really know.
Probably Simmons Bank Arena.
Probably the Simmons Bank Arena. Yep, Simmons Bank Arena. Yep. Oh well.
Yep.
Oh well. We're just gonna jump right into it, Justin.
No pre-show tonight.
No pre-show. But we do have the Kidman Council, the cock. And, and they're basically, he's rallying the troops. He says, at Great America, every time, Evil Uno's not even in this data, not out of the roster yet. And every time you point that out, I look to Shark Boy and think, fuck, he is in here. And I go, wait, no, that's Shark Boy. Anyway, he rallies the troops, right? And he basically says, everyone's going to win. We're going to keep the tag team titles away from the Masters of Disguise. And more importantly, Minoru Suzuki is going to retain the the Universal Championship. And Ken Shamrock shows up. And, he basically, he does his usual Ken Shamrock things. He's talking shit to Kidman, and he's talking about how he's going to defeat Minoru Suzuki. He's going to become once again be Universal Champion, and he didn't come here to talk though. The Simmons Bank Fieldhouse that he wants to give them action, and so Kidman says, you know what, Shamrock, tonight in the main event, you are going to go. You are going to team up. You can go find a partner.
Yep.
We don't care who it is.
Yep.
And you are going to go team up to take on Taka Michinoku and Minoru Suzuki.
The partner gimmick.
Yeah. You just can't have. And it just can't be Matt Cross or Lash LaRue.
So Johnny Devine.
So, who is Shamrock's tag team partner going to be? Who knows?
I don't know. I don't know. You didn't answer that on Raw. So.
Yeah, that's true. We got Bobby Roode versus Disco Inferno to open the match up. And in a decent
show
to open our first match of the night, I should say. And Bobby Roode and Disco Inferno have pretty good chemistry, which is good.
Yeah.
And in a decent match, Bobby Roode defeats Disco Inferno in 1309 with a Rude Awakening.
Good for Bobby Roode. He's on a roll.
What?
He's on a roll.
He is on a roll. But it's reported that backstage, while this was happening, while this was discovered during the match, Rey Mysterio is taken out backstage, and everyone's like, who could have done it? And one announcer, Bobby Heenan, is quick to point out, well, you can't blame Kidman for this because they were all in the ring cutting a promo. So whoever did this, it wasn't any of them. And it's important because immediately everybody jumped to, I bet it was
now
Kidman.
It seems like it's not going to be any of them.
And Jeremy Borash.
Giant Sing.
It was Giant Sing. Jeremy Borash is here with the Thunder Rookies and once again tells them, hey, just like on Nitro, we gave you guys a month to get to know you and get to know your coaches, but we're gonna have a Nitro and Thunder tag team match, and the winning group will be immune from elimination this upcoming month. So huge, Justin.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And Justin, we've got a tag team match: the Harris Twins taking on the Masters of Disguise. And then about that, decent wrestling, but not much heat. The Masters of Disguise defeat the Harris Twins in 12:53. It's funny because the Masters of Disguise came out, and everybody was like, "Oh, the Harris Twins came out," and everybody was like, oh, "Okay, it's the Harris Twins." And then the Harris Twins music came out, and they walked out. And everybody was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then all of a sudden, they take off the bald caps and they take off their costumes, and it's Low D and Homicide in the ring. They were dressed up as the Harris Twins because they're Masters of Disguise, Justin.
I don't know why you yelled that.
Just because I was excited. And then after the match, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, they come out and they introduce themselves to their opponents. They say, hey, just so you guys know, we're the world's greatest tag team. And before the Hardy Boys, before Jeff Hardy went ahead and got himself sent to rehab, we had them in our crosshairs, and we were going to take those tag titles from them. So we're definitely going to take them from you guys.
Well, they don't have them, so.
Well, right, but they're going to win them they're going to win them and beat them basically. And Lodi and Homicide, they talk some shit too. Lodi says, listen, Haas, Benjamin, I'm not going to lie to you. We didn't even know who you guys were up until a couple weeks ago, and you've been on a roll, and that's fine. You've been on a run. You've picked up a couple of victories. But let's get something straight. All right, I am a former 24/7 champion, former cruiserweight champion. And I once had a tag team partner who was the sickest guy in the game. So I know my way around big matches. And this is a big match because this is one title that we're going to make sure Kidman can't keep his grubby hands on. And Benjamin Haas, we're not saying you're working with them, but you're not working against them. And so, what's the difference really? So we're going to beat you. We're going to win these tag team titles. And yeah, there's nothing you can do about it because about us, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, what's the thing about the Masters of Disguise?
What?
You'll never see us coming. And then Lodi throws smoke bombs as it fills the ring, and they come back and they're gone.
Where'd they go?
Who knows?
Where's your pay-per-view being held?
They're Masters of Disguise. What?
Where's your pay-per-view being held?
I was going to have it in Florida, but I don't think I haven't decided yet. I'm deciding between Florida and LA.
LA
I haven't
again.
decided
2
yet.
straight pay-per-views.
Was the last pay-per-view in LA?
100%.
Oh, well, then we'll do Florida. We'll do Miami. So, but anyway,
That's where Mania was at.
Matt Hardy is backstage and he bumps into Kidman, and Kidman shakes his hand and says, "Thanks for taking out the trash."
Oh.
And then he says, "And of course, as thanks, tonight you will go one-on-one against AJ Styles for the Cruiserweight Championship."
Oh.
And yeah. So, and that's when the announcers went, "That son of a bitch, he was behind Rey Mysterio being taken out." Yeah, Justin, he paid off Matt Hardy with a Cruiserweight Championship match.
A signing bonus.
A signing bonus, some would say. You want to come to BK
I'm
Records?
stealing my goddamn gimmicks!
You want to come to BK Records? We show up in a dark room and it's just Raven and his hair's down. You can't, and he's just like, "Owen."
Is this the same room Hoovy was in?
No, that was a kitchen. This is the dark room. He says, "Owen, at Bash at the Beach, you and I finally finish this. Brothers turned enemies. Owen, I never thought teaming with you would ever be something I'd like to do, but it came easy. Because you and I, we are two of the best professional wrestlers in the world, but people keep saying that maybe we lost a couple steps. Maybe we're being passed up by some of these younger guys. And hey, that might be true. There are some young, great talent coming up, but let's make one thing straight. And I don't care how many other wrestlers from other companies want to copy me and take my gimmick. I am the final boss of professional wrestling. I've been the final boss of professional wrestling before another whole faction coined it. I was saying it, and I'm going to prove it when I go one-on-one against you, Owen Hart, and we end it in a cell. And after I dispose of you, I'm going to prove to every single fan, every wrestler, every employee for WCW, every person watching around the world that I am that damn good, and I still have a lot left in the tank." Can't be mad about that. You took that from me. That was my gimmick first.
You haven't used it in months.
Yeah, because you took it.
What's stopping you from still using it?
Nothing, I just did. But anyway, we got a decent match. We got Shane Helms taking on Too Cold Scorpio in an 11:58.
Okay. This is some
Yeah.
scumbag shit lately.
Shane Helms versus Too Cold Scorpio
Put over.
with the vertebraker. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I almost spoiled it.
Yeah, you did.
Almost.
We are backstage. Steven Regal is sipping on tea, and he says, "Juventud Guerrera, I don't know what's gotten into you lately, but I don't like it. I find you incredibly annoying. I find you incredibly arrogant. And more importantly, I find you incredibly overrated. And you see, you've been annoying me. You've been a thorn in my side for the next few weeks, and I decided maybe it's time I take it up a notch." And the camera pans out, and you see Super Crazy on the ground taken out. And you can tell he's got burns on his face as Steven Regal is sipping piping hot coffee or tea. He burned Super Crazy. And he says, "So now that I've got your attention, I'm done playing games. Juventud, a Great American Bash, I'm challenging you to a match."
Nice.
And he says, "And I'll give you to the end of the night to answer if you've got the guts. But if you don't, trust me, I would understand." And we've got AJ Styles versus Matt Hardy for the Cruiserweight Championship. AJ Styles is not happy about having to do this match. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, why are you making me go? Why is Suzuki not defending the belt? Why tonight? But I am." Like, he was like, "I started this group before you did," but he keeps like shouting that as he's walking down the ramp. He's angry. But nonetheless, and about that great wrestling and good heat, AJ Styles drew with Matt Hardy in 11:49 when the referee lost control and stopped the match. And the reason the ref lost control and stopped the match is because Rey Mysterio came out and he just started fighting both people. He hit a double 619. He's revved up. Billy Kidman came out after everything was happening. AJ Styles, he rolled out of the ring and he's walking back down the ramp as Kidman saying, "You know what, Ray? You've interrupted a stellar, a classic, and I won't stand for it. So I'll tell you what."
Did the match finish?
Well, the ref stopped it. The ref called it off because Ray came out and started beating them both up.
But AJ got the win.
No, it said it drew.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, I said it drew. Kidman, you're not paying attention?
No, I can't read from here.
Oh, well, I also said it, so.
Yeah, I'm a visual guy.
Anyway, so Kidman's, he's spouting off and he says, "So here's what we're going to do, all right? At Bash at the Beach, we'll just have the rematch. We'll have AJ Styles versus Matt Hardy." And then AJ takes the microphone and he says, "And you know what? I am sick and tired of you, Ray. Back and forth the last year, I feel like our paths have always crossed. And you know what? I'm sick of it. And Kidman, I'm sick of you trying to interfere in my matches. So you know what? I'm gonna make. You know what? We're gonna have a triple threat match. You can have Matt in it, whatever. But I want Ray. I want AJ versus Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio for my cruiserweight championship. And after I win, I will prove that not only am I the greatest cruiserweight champion of all time, but I am still the heart and soul of this council. And Kidman, he's not too happy. He's looking at AJ like, what the hell did you just do? And AJ just walked to the back. So he doesn't. Triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. AJ Styles and Matt Hardy, who's just kind of, doing the bidding now that he doesn't have a tag team partner, and Rey Mysterio. Juventud Guerrera, he's in his kitchen. He says, Steve, hello. Yes, you've got my attention. You want a match at Bash at the Beach? You're on. But here's the thing. I'm going to wrestle you in a Waffle House brawl. It's going to be you versus me. And Regal, after I once again embarrass you, I'm going to get justice for Super Crazy. And I'm going to do these fans all a favor. When I send you packing once and for all and start once again climbing up the ranks and proving why this is the house that Hoovy built. And our main event, Taka Michinoku and Minoru Suzuki came in the ring, and all of a sudden the Tap Out Crew music plays to a big pop from the crowd. Vader is back, and the Tap Out Crew is here, maybe for one night, who knows, but they're here and they get in the ring, and in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, the Tap Out Crew defeated Suzuki and Taka when Ken Shamrock submitted Taka with an ankle lock. And that was Thunder, and we get an 85. So, I knew this wasn't going to be good, but it was a go-home.
Not the worst show of the
That's
week
okay.
again,
That's
baby.
okay. I'll take a blue number for a go-home show. I'm okay. All we did today was set up stories and finish some things up. I'm really looking forward to Bash at the Beach. And I'll tell you what else I'm looking forward to, Justin. I'm looking forward to Undertaker versus Goldberg. That match is going to bang. And you know what? I'm going to predict it. I think it's going to be 100.
No, probably not.
I think it's going to be. But we will see, and we will see you for SmackDown.
Sure.
All right, we are here for SmackDown. I almost said the go-home show for SmackDown, but it's not a go-home show. It's not a go-home. It's a Raw pay-per-view.
Yes.
So,
exclusivity.
So it's a good thing I didn't say that on record, and I just said I almost did.
Well,
because I would have been a fool, and I am not a fool.
Are you, though?
I'm not a fool. But you know what I'm excited to see?
SmackDown.
Yes, I am pumped for Goldberg Taker. Very excited.
What makes you excited about that?
I think it's going to be a banger. We didn't get to see this match in real life until they were far too old.
And I don't think it ever happened one-on-one. Did it?
Yeah, didn't they fight at Crown Jewel and fucking Undertaker almost killed himself?
That doesn't. I thought that was a tag match.
It might have been.
I don't fucking know. You're
It
probably
might have
right.
been. I think it just.
You think I watched the Blood Money shows?
I didn't watch it either. I just knew it was bad.
Let's get into it. We start off. Don't look.
I'm not.
Pre-show.
Mikey Henderson,
the broken neck kid.
Yeah.
Mr. BN Mikey Henderson, broken neck. He lost his match with a broken freaking neck here.
A broken freaking neck.
We're here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Spectrum, home of ECW professional wrestling, or it used to be. Rest in power.
Till we bought it.
Were you happy about that?
Yeah. Stoked about it. I was able to get Rob Van Dam and Taz.
I know. I do kind of miss having like another big company. Though.
Yeah, but I think in a few years, I think TNA will be there. Like NWA TNA, I should say.
I mean, like another company in America with big stars, because there's no big stars available right now in America. That was our only competition.
Yeah.
And I had a working relationship with them, and you killed them.
Yep. Yes, I did.
Me and them shared. I sent them Booker. They sent me Taz.
Yep.
You pillaged it.
I did. I took them. I said, mine.
I kind of regret even showing that there was an option. To this,
I knew you could buy
day,
it.
I wish they were still around.
I knew you could buy companies. It's not like you introduced me to it. I knew you could buy companies. I checked all the time.
I know. I missed them. I still miss them.
I would literally check like every time we'd come on. I'd be like, "Can I buy them yet?" Nope.
You didn't need to kill him to take RVD.
I did. But anyway, next match.
Where's the new ECW? Chris Sabin, Amazing Red, gets a 69. Nice. Amazing Red. Oh, Amazing Red with the win here tonight,
Ooh,
Chad.
Amazing Red. You doing a round robin tournament for that too?
No.
Oh.
Are you going to steal that?
No.
Speaking of stealing that, the real final bosses of professional wrestling arrive to the arena tonight. They're here to watch The Undertaker and Goldberg #1 contender match to determine Masawa's opponent for SummerSlam, Chad.
Yeah.
That's going to be a classic. Hopefully. It might be awful. Both of them could get hurt. We'll move on. I think we got an opening match here, though, Chad. We do. It's Kane and D'Lo.
Oh.
Kane gets the win in 7:03. That's how good matches can be in 7 minutes. Only a 70. Wins with a choke slam here, Chad.
Nice.
A big win. A big win for the monster Kane. Until Goldberg comes out and jackhammers and spears Kane to send a message already to The Undertaker.
What's the message?
You're next. Unbelievable. We move on. Oh no. Oh, poor Arn Anderson. He's in the hospital, Chad. He's not looking too good.
Oh no.
The readings, the doctor's looking at his clipboard. He looks at C.W. Anderson. He looks at Arn Anderson's wife and he says, it's not looking so good. And Arn Anderson pulls C.W. Anderson in and whispers to him, if you're a true Anderson, you gotta kill those motherfuckers. He swears.
He does.
Well, we got fined.
That's very on brand for Arn Anderson.
We got fined $25,000 right there by the
Damn.
FBI, whatever company or whatever group does the FTA. What's the TV ones?
I'm trying to think of that Family Guy song where they make fun of him. FCC? The
FCC, there we go.
Yeah, hey, it was an unorthodox method of remembering it, but I got it.
So you said Family Guy.
From the fellas at the frickin' FCC.
The FCC fined us $25,000 because Arn Anderson swore tonight, but, we didn't bleep it. No. Because we know that means more. Him telling those fuckers.
Yeah.
They go kill Rene Dupree, Rob Conway, Sylvain Grenier. He also said go win those belts back, too, because they are fighting for those belts at the pay-per-view, Chad.
Indeed.
They get their rematch clause. They don't have to fight a triple threat contender match for it.
They don't. Justin just smoked himself in the face with a pen.
We move on. Harlem Heat's back, baby!
Oh, wow! How do we know you don't know what to do with Booker T currently?
No,
I'm back with Stevie Ray.
I wanted to give Stevie Ray something to do before
fair.
his contract's up.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Listen, I'm all aboard a Harlem Heat reunion. Sick. I love it.
Yeah, Stevie Ray's contract's coming up, so I wanted to just give him a little bit of...
Yeah. A little
push.
A little push.
He also really can't go anymore, and that hurts. But he is also like 50 at this point.
He's old.
And,
he's an old fucker.
Yeah, this is WCW 1998 in a nutshell right here.
Quite literally.
And, Harlem Heat gets the win. Booker T, Harlem Hangover.
Talk about guys who I'm surprised are still fucking kicking. Faces of Fear are still in the save in 2002.
Yeah. Backstage, Sexy Shannon's getting it on with Melina. And the two guys that won Cruiserweight Showcase matches 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Tajiri and Noble, come in and they demand you guys stop making out in front of everyone and fight us. Because we won those showcase matches. We should deserve something. And if you're just not going to wrestle anymore and defend the belt, then we might as well just take it. And Shannon Moore like, anyone that interrupts Sexy Shannon in his sexy time
I love Sexy Shannon.
is going to get their ass kicked. Starts making out with Melina. Slaps her in the butt. I'll be back soon, babe. And we got a triple threat match. Light heavyweight championship on the line right now, Chad. Because they interrupted the sexy time. It's Shannon Moore and Noble to Tajiri. And in a great match, Shannon Moore defeats Tajiri and Noble when Moore pins Jamie Noble with a morgasm after sexy Melina Perez interfered.
Damn.
She pulled her cheeks out, and Noble couldn't.
That would distract me.
Noble didn't know what to do. He was not noble anymore.
He was noble no more.
He was noble no more. He became a degenerate and like
noble no more.
Yeah, Shannon Moore. Jamie Noble was the weak link struggling to keep up with everyone's in-ring performance here, Chan.
Interesting.
Shannon Moore, an 86 here.
Shannon Moore's so good.
He's very good. We move on. John Cena's backstage, and he walks past the family, and Stevie Richard makes fun of him. Oh, look at this little loser, everybody. Hey, guys, this is a man that can't fucking buy a win. You're the future face of WWE. Have you seen what we've done? We've accomplished more in this business in 2 months than you have in 4 years in this save, John. What are you... Future face, I get... And John Cena just walks through him. He's not happy.
Wasn't John Cena a U.S. champion?
Yes.
And 4 of these guys were not?
But they burned down Ric Flair, basically.
I get true.
What means more? Burning down a world champion or U.S. champion?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Depends on
but that's just what the cocky guys would say. They've done more.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, that's not true. We know
yeah.
John Cena's done more, but you got to make him look good.
True.
The Undertaker is seen backstage furious because Kane got taken out and he's not happy. And forgot to put Kevin Kelly in this, and Kevin just puts a microphone in his face, or an invisible man puts a microphone in his face, and he says, "The Undertaker or Goldberg, you're next." He's got a hot catchphrase.
You will not only be next, you will rest
in peace. I don't want to do that because it hurts my throat.
That's why I do it. It doesn't hurt my throat. I can do it.
You got that throat game?
I got that throat game.
We'll move on. Kid Cash and Mystico here, Chad. Kid Cash gets a win over Mystico with another pile driver, Chad.
Hell yeah. Same one that broke McFoley's shoulder.
As he was gonna, and then after the match, he rolls out of the ring and he goes under. He grabs something under the ring, and he pulls it into the ring, and it's a dirty sock, Chad.
Oh no, Mr. Sacco.
And he's about to go mandible claw, man that has no mouth. And then Mankind comes out.
Oh, but Mankind's back.
And he saves the day. He hits a double arm DDT on Kid Cash. And he grabs the Mr. Sacco to a big round of applause, a big cheer from the crowd. And he hits Mr. Sacco in Kid Cash's mouth. What's that called? The mandible claw.
The mandible claw.
Well, what am I doing? Am I okay?
I mean, people call him Mr. Sacco too. Like, you're not.
They call the move Mr. Sacco?
I mean, no, but when he does the move, people go, "Oh, it's Mr. Sacco!"
Yeah,
like
he puts his little dirty little sock
but it is
in Kid Cash's mouth. The mandible claw. Mick Foley's here, but not Mick Foley. It's Mankind. Shane.
Yeah,
We haven't seen him in 3 years here in WWE.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We move on. All right, co-main event of the night: Chavo Guerrero defeating El Samurai here, Chad. In 1438, taps him out with the lasso from El Paso. Eddie Guerrero's famous finishing move. And then after the match, Latin Lovers on the Titantron. He starts making fun of Chavo Guerrero again, brother. Starts making fun of how he's just look at this again. You can't even finish him with your own move, Chavo. Once again, you're just using everything your family's been given to you. You just can't use your own natural talent because ding dong, you don't have any. Don't get used to winning, Chavo. Because next week when we go one-on-one for this My United States Championship, I'm going to beat you so bad I'm going to put you back on the shelf where you belong. Latin Lover Chavo Guerrero next week. United States Championship on the line. We move on. It's our main event now, Chad.
It's main event time.
And the final bosses, the real final bosses of professional wrestling, make their way down in the ring. It's Goldberg and it's The Undertaker, Chad. The biggest match of today.
The biggest match of the day.
Who do you got?
Oh, Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Yeah, I got Goldberg.
Chad's got Goldberg. And what did I say? A 99.
You just say
game
you
just
call a 99.
The game does not give it to me. Goldberg beats The Undertaker in 1738 with the spear, making Goldberg the number one contender and he celebrates in the ring, and he's just staring down Misawa the whole time as he's on the top rope, just yelling and spitting out, "You're next, motherfucker! You're next, you piece of shit!" But he doesn't know Kojima and Hashimoto roll in the ring behind him, and they hit him with lead pipes.
Oh, no, not pipes.
He gets piped down, Chad.
Down.
He gets piped down. That is the cue for Misawa and Cornette to get in the ring, and they start beating down Goldberg. But then The Undertaker and Kane, they come back in, and they save Goldberg, and we have a 3-on-3 big stare down here, and the fans are going wild, Chad. The final bosses, Goldberg, Taker, and Kane all staring down each other. But there's some tension here because Goldberg did take out Kane.
Goldberg did just spear Kane.
And there you go. That's the show. That's nice. SmackDown. That's how we go. On 96. Best show of the week.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
I kind of figured.
Goldberg Taker is kind of tough to compete with.
Goldberg against Misawa at SummerSlam, Chad. Who do you got? We'll ask you at SummerSlam because that's a month away, but we're 2 days away from the Great American Bash. We're 2 days away. Now we're 2 days away from the Bash at the beach.
Yes.
We're 2 days away from No Mercy.
Yeah, did you forget your pay-per-view name?
No, I was trying to think of what beach-related matches you have, and you don't have any. Oh. You only have a Waffle House match.
I have a Waffle House brawl.
Where's the Bash at the beach, brother? Where's the beach brawl? Where's the scantily clad ladies?
Oh, they'll be there. Don't you worry about that.
Who won Chasing Tatum?
that would be a dressed up Bash at the beach.
We're 2 months.
I know. Oh, trust me. It'll be a dressed up Bash at the beach.
Dafty's like, what the fuck happened? I went out a date with him, and that's it. He's gone. No more TV time. Where'd we go? And Jazz got hurt, and you said, scrap this shit. Scrap it. Fuck it. We'll see you for the conclusion of Chasing Tatum.